Hey everybody, I'd like to thank you for dropping by a few moments, sharing a few moments of your time with me. I have a YouTube channel under Tony Harrell. I appreciate if you would check it out. These are some of the guitars that we use when we do things on the channel with our songs. I would like to go over just why I particularly chose these guitars. And it's kind of ironic being a drummer, but years of playing afforded me the opportunity to be around guitar players. So I've tried to develop myself on that and learn a little bit about them. I'm not going to go over every detail, but I just wanted to show you a few things. I have a Delta acoustic distributed in Nashville, Tennessee. Don't know, it's made overseas somewhere for campfire stuff. It's almost kind of like the kind you play and then throw in the campfire when you're done, but no knock on the brand. It's just not an expensive guitar, but it works. We've adjusted the action. This one is a Washburn, and it has a spruce top and then laminate back and sides that I think are supposed to emulate rosewood, but it's not entirely made of wood. But if I'm going outside, it is a wonderful instrument. It's dreadnought, of course, you can see with the shape, and it has a nice sound with a pick. Or with your fingers. And it has a nice sustain. The neck is very comfortable. I believe it must be a 1 11/16 nut. I like 1 3/4 a little better, but that one plays very well if I'm going to go outside and the weather might be a little inclement for it. And then if I am not going quite as far into the woods and I'm going to be closer to the house and I want to be outside as well, this is a little nicer guitar. This is a Martin X1 series. It's X bracing, of course, as is the Washburn. This is also laminate back and sides with a spruce top, and I had never bought a guitar to this point that I don't even feel a finish on it. It's like it's hand sanded, and that's what it says it is. But you can make the rubbing sounds if you wanted, but it has the laminate. It has what do they call it? Rich light fretboard and bridge. Has a tuss nut though. That helps a lot. Stratobond neck, which is layers of wood pressed together, but I really like the way it feels in my hand. It's got closed tuners on the back, which are very accurate and they hold the tune. I like the way the neck comes into the body. So it's not maybe the most finished, polished guitar on the market, but this was $4.99, brand new. So, and this one sounds really good. I got this Washburn for $120, keeping up with the prices. So this one has a really nice sound, being just a spruce top with a laminate back and sides, I believe, or mahogany. I'm not quite sure what the back and sides are. With a pick. Sounds nice. Still ringing. A little brighter than what you expect, I think, from a Martin. A little more mid-range. Got the nice lows and the highs. But it has a little more mid-range, so to me it's somewhere between this Martin, which is all wood, we'll get to, and that Gibson. It's in between, like the Taylor is, in a way. And then if I'm going on a gig, that requires a little more bite, not a lot, because this is a wonderfully warm guitar. This is a Gretsch Streamliner. It's all laminate, but it has humbucker pickups, 3, very adjustable. It's a very well-made guitar as far as I can see. It has a gloss finish. So this is supposed to be, I think, walnut stain, but it doesn't really matter because it's not real wood anyway. So, but this one you can hear acoustically enough to practice in the living room. You can hear it. Adjustable pickups, the F holes right here. I think they say it's maple, which it's laminate. So $4.49. That's hard to beat. I don't have a pickup in it to run the battery down, and I will say all the others have a pickup in them with a battery, Fishman or LR bags, and you're going to run down the battery. All right, so now I'm going to get down to the three that are real. This is not a fair comparison in a sense that that's one of the top of the line Gibsons right over here, the SJ200. This is a Taylor 414 CE, which is V-braced, and it's not entry level, it's middle. And this is just about the entry level real wood Martin that you can get. This is a D16E, and it has mahogany fretboard and bridge. It has real rosewood back and sides. It has Sitka spruce top. It has closed tuners. Nope. They're open tuners, just like the old days. I've had this one not too long. I think the wood grain on the top is beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. I picked this up at Sam Ash Music in Nashville. This is $16.99, I believe. It's their entry-level American-made all-wood guitar. This has a really nice sound for Martin, and I love a Martin. For a Martin to have that low end and the high and scoop the middle for a singer. So if I'm going to go do a gig with just myself or myself and one other person going to be singing, this is a really good guitar because it scoops out the middle kind of and gives you a place for your voice to sit right in. Sustain. It just goes on and on and on and on. Nice warm sound, nice lows, nice bright highs. Like I said, a scooped out middle for a singer. Here I am at the end of another day. So you can see how your voice fits right in. So for those that love a Martin, that's a Martin. Not the 16, the 28. It's not the D16, 28, 45. It's not any of that. 18 or 28, excuse me. But it is a Martin. The D16E. So this has electronics as well, which is important to me because as a singer, I already have one mic in my face. So another one down here to worry about is a pain. Now, Martin is, I think, 1833 they were established. Very old company, as is Gibson, very old company. Along comes, I believe it's Bob Taylor. Andy Powers is his right-hand man who came up with a lot of the new designs. These are old companies. This is from the 1970s. I believe 1974, thereabouts, from the San Diego area in California. So Andy Powers was given free reign pretty much, seems, by Bob Taylor with good reason. And he noticed at the ocean one day the way the waves were working around rocks in a V pattern on the backside, gave him an idea, and along came what is now called V bracing. All these others, including the Gibson, X-Brace. That's a hollow body electric Gretsch. But the others are X-bracing, scalloped or just forwarded. This is V-bracing. I love the V-bracing. You can tell by the black nut and the sideways inlay right here that matches these, or head stock inlay that matches these up the neck, it too has a pickup, and it's a proprietary pickup. They make it, and it's like my Takamine that you don't see today. That's about 45 years old. I love it. Had a long time. It's proprietary on its pickup, and it's wonderful. So is this one. A lot of good it has nice adjustments on it. The battery is very easy to get to on it. You can tell a Taylor by the bat wing, I think, looking bridge down here and saddle and all this part down here. But it's absolutely, to me, mahogany, I believe, fretboard and bridge. Look, Ovencall. I had never heard of nor heard Ovencall. I think it's absolutely a beautifully grained wood. Not sure about the neck. I don't think it's Ovencall, but Taylor V-bracing. See what you think. I love this one, and when I want to do finger picking, this to me is a finger picker's dream. Here we go. I hear resonance already from the V-bracing projection. Here I am at the end of another day, and finger picking. The 1 3/4 inch nut is to my liking. Gives me room in between the strings to move around. What projection? Sitka spruce top, of course. So if I'm going, come on in, Teddy boy. So if I'm going to pick one of these three, it's going to be hard to do, but I do really like the Taylor for all-around use. Now, however, probably my absolute favorite is Big Boy, and this is a Gibson SJ200 that I got at Corner Music in Nashville. They go for about $5,200, but I got this on sale for $2,750. So I couldn't let it hang on the wall at that price since I could make payments. You can tell the Gibson SJ200 by the iconic pick guard, the mustache bridge. Fancy, they have a name for it. Pretty little end of the neck right there. It has graduated pearl crown inlays, gold plated. I believe they're Grover Rotomatic tuners. They look to be closed. Has a mahogany, I believe it is ebony or mahogany stripe all the way down. And this one, I play drums, as I said. I play a Gretsch maple set. I love the sound of maple. This is curly maple. I think it's absolutely beautiful too if the camera can pick up some of the back and sides of this maple. It is the top of the line maple. That's what makes it cost what it does, partially. Has beautiful binding, simple but beautiful. It is a AAA solid Sitka spruce top. And let's see how the Big Boy sounds. This is a jumbo. This would probably be Grand Auditorium. This is a Dreadnought. This is a triple O, and it is slightly a Grand Auditorium style with the slim waist. This is a super jumbo. This was made, I believe, in 1934, 6, or 8 for Ray Whitley. They called it a banjo killer. You could hear it over non-electrified instruments during those days, and it still has a nice beefy sound. And sustain is off the chain. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. And the finger picking, I still do find the Taylor to be super comfortable. This is also comfortable and a wonderful neck to play on. here I am at the end of another day. Hello, kitty. She likes music too. So you can hear the sustain in this one. So you can see what combinations of woods they do for an instrument such as these. It's not only an aesthetic, visually aesthetic element to them, it's also for sound. And I was quite amazed. I do really like rosewood and spruce for that warm sound, like on the Martin. I'm impressed as can be with the oven call, and I've loved maple for quite some time, like the Gibson. So like I said, brighter sounding, more projection for a bigger body, but brighter, more mids. This one is just right across the board all the way. It's got the lows, a little more mid than the Martin, and highs, but not as much mid as the Gibson. Then down here we have more lows, bright crisp highs, scooped out mid for your vocal. Doesn't mean these don't work as well. So there you have it. These are my guitars. I hope that you're on a journey finding your own happiness in life, and this is one of mine, being retired and being able to make payments on these and enjoy them every time I do a video. I hope that you visit our channel. Like I said, subscribe. Thank you so much for coming by today. I appreciate it.